Good morning, Foxes. How the devil are you? How's your day been so far? How's your weekend been so far? Well, you know what day it is. It's Sunday. It's 9:30 a.m. So it's time for the famous Foxes Aftermath Show, run by the fans, for the fans. And you know what? Your opinion matters. So get them comments in now. Let's get going. It's kickoff time. Come on, you Foxes.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Are you ready for the show? Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newby Co estate agents. We want your views, we want your comments, so join us live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How the devil are we? I hope well. I hope we're good. Well, not a great deal to talk about compared to last week. Things have not gone as quickly as we thought. It's been a bit slow. The players have come back. With all training, even the international players have come back. Even Danny Ward's back. So that must be a bit of a thrill for young Reedy, who absolutely loves Danny Ward. And on that note, we're going to bring Reedy in. Morning, Reedy. How are you, pal?
I'm good.
Danny
How are
Ward
you?
coming back. Great feeling, isn't it? Danny Ward being back in the sticks training.
Who?
Danny Ward.
When the post came out saying returning Danny Ward, did he have to return or?
Unfortunately, yes, he's under contract. He's under contract.
What a shame.
Like Nick Moore just says, did I watch? Yes, I did watch some of it. I watched the second half. It's a shame Luke Thomas didn't get on. But congratulations to Luke Thomas for winning. He played a few games in the groups. He played in the semi-final as well. So he's an under-21 championship winner. So congratulations, Luke Thomas. Well done. We're going to bring our international jet-setting roving reporter, Ross, all the way up from Sheffield.
Morning.
Oh, you were in the dark then, Ross, for a minute. That was the best picture ever of you when you were blacked out.
Right.
How's it going then, pal? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Just waiting to get in building. Well,
just think, lads, just think, this time next week we'll be talking about the Northampton game. Really, you're going, aren't you? But Ross, you were thinking of going, but you're not going now.
No, I was going to, but I've got work, so I'm gutted. So I'm going to stall that.
Really, you must be looking forward to it. It's been 5 weeks. Well, how long is it? 4 weeks, 5 weeks since we last played. You must be looking forward to it.
Well, at the start, when we ended the season, I was glad that there was no football because we had such an awful way to end the season, didn't we? So, but now, like you say, I'm just raring to get back into the championship now. So, what first game is against Northampton? So hopefully we can have a good start there.
It's funny, I actually bought one.
Is there an Hawaiian shirt at the club?
I've got
one. What does it look like? Is it what?
It's really good. I'll have to DM you. I'll have to DM you because
I'll get a picture of it now.
You get a picture of it, Reedy, because I'd love to have that. That'd be brilliant. That is right up my street.
You know what's funny, Jamie? I'm wearing it for my birthday party.
How old is your birthday?
30.
There we
go. 30. You've reached the 30 club, have you? When's your birthday, Ross?
August 2nd.
Oh, I'll sing you a song, August the 1st.
And my party's the day before we play Coventry. Because originally I booked it months ago. Not months ago.
There you go. I'll add it in.
Look at this Hawaiian shirt then. Go on then, Reedy.
Yeah, I've got it. I've actually got it at my house. I bought it 40 quid. I've even got
his face is just flowers with a bit of Leicester badge.
Hands up, anybody. Quick straw poll on here. Thumbs up for you'd wear it. Thumbs down for you wouldn't. Reedy, take it off. Thumbs down. I'd be a thumbs up. Ross, your thumbs up.
Yeah,
thumbs up.
do you know what's funny? I've got the shorts to match it as well.
Oh, that's going a bit too far. That's a Hawaiian shirt. Bus. I won't go any further. So come on then. Thumbs up. Scott Chapman, thumbs up. He likes it. Carlos, he likes it. Carmen, she's double thumbs up. Carmen's double thumbs up. So she doubly likes it.
And then
Ian
there's people
Miles
in here
doesn't
that
like it. Gray Richardson. Gray, I thought you would like that kind of stuff. That's right up your alley. That is, Gray.
No, I haven't got a great shirt, Andy, when you put that comment up. But I know someone who has, though.
Talk about football. There's not a lot going on really at the minute. Harvey Barnes, what's happening?
Bye-bye.
Do you think so? Do you think he's gone?
Yeah, as much as I've not been the biggest fan of him the last couple of seasons, I guess. He deserves to be higher than in the Championship. So if Newcastle comes in, it looks like there's advanced talks at the moment. So for 35 million, I'm surprised it's like that high, because even we sold Maddison just above that. So I'm shocked that they've come in for that price. Normally, I thought he could probably go for about 20, but fair enough. He can go, and that could probably bring in. He could probably bring in another, probably 3 or 4 players if we do bring them in anyway.
Yeah, just about Mr. Six-Sitter, Craig Hendry has put, anyone else watching snippets of the training sessions at Seagrave, training looks far more serious and more intense than anything saw under Rodgers. I was thinking that as well. It looks a bit more intense, and there seems to be a bit more about it.
It's new though, isn't it? That's the thing.
Is it just because the new bounce of the manager coming in, or is it the way he's gone about training them, Ross? What do you think?
I think obviously, new manager, they want to make an impression. Cause obviously nobody's ever been managed under him, and stuff like that. You see, and obviously, I've seen with the trade that from the clips, from White, very intense. Everyone looks obviously a bit of positivity for a change. But the thing is, though, just going back to that, he's got 2 years left. We'd rather sell him now than next year, because we could have got, if Maddison had more years on his contract, he would have gone more than 40 mil, 100%. So we have to sell him this summer if we're going to do it.
Just talking about Barnes, though, Matthew said he's not 36. I think he's only 33, but it's still old for a footballer. He's the only winger we're going to have if Barnes goes.
Oh, God.
Well, who else is there?
Ricardo can push up.
You are?
Ricardo can push up. We've been saying that for a while.
Out and out winger, fully fledged.
But that's the thing. Maybe Maresca doesn't want to play like that anymore. We've got. I know they're not wingers, but we're going to be using the likes of Justin, Castagno if he stays, Pereira, Christiansen. Them lot can still play more advanced wing backs. So that might be the option going forward.
My dad's just put a stat on Barnes. Scored more goals and assists than the likes of Saka over the last few years.
Yeah, but if you show Barnes down the line, he's knackered. Or was that Brendan Rodgers telling him to do that, not showing him down the line? That's the thing.
I think Rodgers' part, and obviously got to understand though, he was our top goal scorer last season. If he goes, he goes. I'm not going to be one of those idiots that go away. Get out of our club and stuff. End of the day, he's done the best he can for us. He came for our academy. He's been quality for us. And if he goes, he's going to be playing Champions League. At least Barnes is having a smart idea and going to play for a European team in this season, then going to a team that's not even in Europe. So, smart idea.
It's like I've been saying all week to people that have been saying about, your side see relegated and what happened and that's and why people leaving. And I'm saying they've gone for Champions League football. And then I go, hold on a minute. Spurs not even in there. Villa in the Conference League.
Conference. So Barnes is doing a smart idea if he does go to Newcastle. Obviously, Soyuncu's going to Atletico Madrid. Obviously, that's La Liga.
Atletico Madrid.
So, some of them are doing smart. And obviously, sad to see Soyuncu go, because obviously we haven't had a show since he's left. So I'm sad to see him go. Yeah. But Rodgers pretty much put him out the door, let's be honest.
Yeah, I love Mr. Massive. I thought Soyuncu was fantastic. Yeah. And it just showed how I thought we improved the defence when he came back in.
Even scored.
He looked a bit rusty. I know he looked rusty, but we improved when he came back in. And Rodgers was just far too stubborn. If Rodgers had played Soyuncu, we wouldn't have been in the situation we were in, Reedy, would we?
No, as much as as much as people hate me for saying this, I did actually quite like Amati in the back line just because of his agility, I guess. Like he is quite fast, and that's the one thing I did like about him. But he was an error waiting to happen, so probably not the best choice to be putting him in over Suunchu, because obviously when Dean Smith came in, you could easily see it was a wrong decision to make. So again, obviously a Champions League side wants to, well, I think the Champions League side still, Atletico Madrid. So
Yes, they are.
it just shows, doesn't it?
Well, it just shows that Atletico Madrid have a chance of winning La Liga. They have a chance of going into at least the last 8 of the Champions League. They sign a player that can't even get into our team, but can get into their team.
Yeah.
Domino Kid has put, I will keep Barnes, give us an edge. Hold on, just lost that comment. Give us an edge. Plus, if we get promoted, he will still cause Premier League problems. Makes our settling in period a lot easier. Yeah, I would keep Barnes for 1 year because I think he would rip the Championship apart. I mean, you can get rid of Pratt, you get rid of Wilf, you get rid of Nacho. You're going to make some money there from them 3 players. Maybe not as much, but you're still going to get them off the wages.
Do you know who I think would be a brilliant player in the Championship? Pratt. I don't want him to go. I honestly think he would be one of the first names on the team sheet.
Well, you know my feelings about DP in the middle of the park. I think he's fantastic. I love a bit of DP in the middle of the park. And I think he would. I think he would be brilliant in there, in the Maddison role or the Tillemans role, and give him that ball and let him play. I mean, that one he did against Brent, the ball he played for Brentford in that cup game when he won the FA Cup, absolutely. And then he starts playing him out of position.
Like I say, but then again, when he played in that one game against, was it Forest? He actually played well on that right wing. That's why he kept playing there.
Yeah.
But again, like you say, for me, this is one reason why I don't know why we did sign someone like Winks, because of Pratt. If he goes, then fair enough. But if he stays, then I'm just unsure why we bought Winks.
Well,
I would rather have.
Nick Moore's asked the question. I would get rid of Daka instead of Nacho.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I don't. I think Nacho deserves higher than us.
But obviously, if
he deserves a chance higher than us, but he deserves a chance to prove himself in the Championship as well.
Not prove himself, because I think I don't think he needs to prove himself. He's shown that he's probably our best striker at the moment. So I would want him to probably move back to the Premier League and do what he can do best. Yes, it's bad. It's a bad thing for us because we want to keep him, but in a way, I'm not saying because I like Dak. I'm just saying that I think Kel should be able to move on because we wanted him to move on a few years ago.
This next comment I'm going to put up, don't start crying or laughing over it.
Hopefully.
Well, his contract's up in it, Ross, so we're not sure what's happening there. They keep saying they're talking about him. I don't think he's too injury prone at the minute.
He is. I mean, I think if he doesn't sign a deal, then it's one of them things. If he signs 1 year deal, I don't think he'll play as much, but could be like a good when we play in the League Cup or something in squad rotation. Because let's be honest, we're going to be playing Saturdays or Friday nights, depends on when we're on TV. Because let's be honest, we're going to be on TV a lot this season. But let's be honest.
Well, you know what? We're not. The first month, we're not. Coventry.
No, I know. I'm saying the first month we're not.
3 weeks, we're on TV once.
It does change though, doesn't it?
It does change, yeah.
The first 3 weeks. The first 3 weeks is Coventry on the Sunday, Huddersfield away on the Saturday, and Cardiff away on the Saturday.
Yeah. And
the Burton game's on TV, by the way. The Burton game's on TV.
Yeah. That game's on TV, 100%. But obviously, you got to understand in the week, as far as I'm aware, you can watch them on the red. You know, when Championships on Sky Sports.
You can't watch them all on the red button. That's only certain games, certain weeks of the year.
No, I think he's talking about something else.
Yeah, Gray's. I know what Gray's talking. Allegedly, you can get a dodgy box that you can watch these games. Allegedly.
No idea what that is. All right.
No, I've no idea. But allegedly, Reedy, you can get these dodgy boxes that can play the games. But I don't know anything. I don't know anything about that at all. I know
when it comes to Christmas period. I mean, you look at so many games in the Christmas. We've got more than we're in the Premier League. You know, obviously Saturdays, Tuesdays, or Wednesdays. Then it's Saturdays and Tuesdays, and then obviously we play 3 days before Boxing Day, as well.
Yeah.
As well, which is going to take a toll on the players.
It will do. But the professional footballers, they're fit as a butcher's dog's pal. They should be able to do it. What I want to know from people out there now, and you two as well, when I ask the question, where do we need we've asked this question all the time. Where do we need strengthening, lads and lasses? Where's the part that we really need strengthening? Is it goalkeeper? Is it fullbacks? Is it centre halves, centre midfield, wingers, strikers? I think it all depends on what formation Enzo's going to play. Yes.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And that's probably why if he gets rid of Barnes, I can see him playing a back five or three and wing backs.
If I'm totally honest, it all depends on if people leave at the moment. But with the team we've got on the paper now, and if everyone stays like the likes of Pratt, Ricardo, I'm guessing he will stay. Castagna if he stays. I don't think we need improving much more. I don't think we do. It's more the background.
Off my list of people, I forgot Castagna as well. I forgot about him.
I think if Castagna gets offered to go to Juventus, there's no stopping him. End of the day, I think we could strengthen him right back if Castagna goes.
Premier League right back in the team, and you don't want to play him.
We need Doyle and Perot this week. I think we need them in sooner rather than later. Any new signings need to come in at least this week to give them a couple of. We want them like the last day of the season. We don't want to. This is before your time, really. You remember? No, you might not. Steve Corica came in on the day before the season started and played Sunderland, and he scored the first game.
My dad might remember.
That was under Mark McGee.
Yeah, if my dad's still watching, he'll remember.
Yeah,
you're talking about Castagna.
And
no,
yeah, the day before the season, and he scored against Sunderland. We don't need that kind of thing happening now. We need it so they can. It's all about gelling and bonding in it with the team. So it was different back in the day. But really, come on then. Are we going to get any more signings this week? Now the under-21 championship's finished.
It's difficult because again, with Northampton coming up, next weekend now? It's coming fast, and realistically, you probably wanted to play one or two more players to be in before now. So it's hard. It's going to be hard to bed them in if we do play him against Northampton. But I still think we're going to get a few players. It just depends who, because like you say, I don't think we need too much strength. It's more back the backups, and probably like Nick says, probably wingers basically. Because if we do play more winger based, then we will need wingers. I just don't.
But if we're going to play three at the back, that means you're going to have like Christensen and Thomas left wing backs, Justin and Pereira right wing backs. So we've got cover there. We've got cover in the centre halves. So I'm reckoning it's a security guard asked you to move, Ross.
No, they were just sorting stuff out. They were quite loud, so I'm muting myself. That's why.
So I think I think we're going for a three at the back.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I think we would be set up perfectly for that. Obviously, FaZe, Cody, and what's his name? Suter. Yeah, I was going to say Vestergaard then, but I'm not doing that.
God, you and your bloody Vestergaard, man.
I know you love Vestergaard. You've gone off Vestergaard now, haven't you? Everyone knows you. You're Vestergaard's love child, Reedy, and you've got to stick up for him because you absolutely.
You never know. Brilliant job in the championship. You never know.
I tell you what, you don't know, do you? He could come in. I doubt it though, Reedy. I very much doubt it, but he could.
The one thing that's good about Vestergaard,
do a job, but
the one thing good about Vestergaard is the fact that he can actually pass through the midfield. He can do the Maguire job. He can do the Fofana job. He's just slow.
Yeah, but so is Suter.
Oh, so was Suter. So was Maguire. Maguire wasn't that quick.
No, I get you. That's what I mean. He's people jumped on him because every time Rodgers brought him on, we conceded, and it's not all down to him. That is one big reason why you got so much late.
I just killed a mosquito. Caught it. Perfect. Expect another central half and attacking midfield. Then it'd be one out before we get any more in. Do you agree with that? What Mark's just said, lads? Reedy, one in, one out. Sorry, what did he say? Central half and attacking midfielder in, and then another one out before anybody else.
We need to get more people out before in. Just to balance the books and stuff. So we don't want to get because the EFL are a bit when it comes to transfers and FF. Bless you. When it comes to FFP and stuff, the amount of clubs that have been done over in the football league, so we've got to be careful.
Just one thing, I'm not sure about this. Do you have to play the same like the Premier League? You have to name the 25-man squad.
No, I don't think you do.
I don't know about the Championship. Reedy, do you know?
I couldn't tell you, but from what I've seen previously in the Championship, I've seen you can have as many on the bench as you want, but you
No,
want to
if you remember,
No, you can't have as many on the bench as you want. You can only have 9, pal, and choose 5.
There's been a few occasions, a few years ago in League Two. I know it's still a football league. Bristol Rovers played Scunthorpe. Scunthorpe are relegated to the National League, and they literally changed the complete 11 for like under 18s, under 19s, and under 20s and stuff.
Well, you could do that in the Premier League. You could do that in the Premier League. You get a big fine for it.
But if you remember when we got relegated to League One, we had over 40 players in there, and we rotated so much.
Yeah, I think the rules have changed slightly since then, Reedy. But Ross, sorry,
don't insult me.
I think the rules have changed slightly since then. But yeah, I understand. I didn't know whether there was a limit on the players.
News, by the way.
Nick, no, I didn't say no. I said, Chris, you can name 5. You can name 9 and choose 5.
I thought it was 7.
No, you can't. No, there's not 7 subs. It's 5.
Yeah, you can't basically make a whole team change.
Can someone Google it?
Go on.
What about Google about how many can you have in a squad?
I think Nick's 25.
Someone Google. It's a bit more technically know-how. Yeah, I've just seen that. Someone Google it and ask the question: how many you can have in a Championship squad? Reedy's going to do that now. John O'Towers, question: how come we've got fined 880 grand and JD Sports got fined nothing for shirt, whatever it is? I can't remember what it was now, but no. Hold on. Why are you saying extra time? Hold on, Steve. I think it's 7. It's 2 more in extra time. No, you don't get extra time in Championship games. You don't get extra time in any games unless it's a cup game. I think you're talking about 25. Cup games now. Is it 25?
It says clubs in the Championship shall be allowed to be permitted up to a maximum of 25 players, of which 8 of them must be homegrown players.
Blimey. Yeah, well, that's all right because that includes that'd be like Danny Ward, Mark Albrighton, Luke Thomas, Hamza Chowdhury, players like that have come through the ranks, not just at Leicester, but at...
Oh, right, I'm going to say, I thought...
Yeah, so you're thinking about actual Leicester players, you were?
I was, yeah.
Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy is classed as a homegrown player.
Mm.
Yeah, under 21 players, you can play as many as you like under 21. That's the same in the Premiership rules, isn't it? JD Sports grassed the club up. Well, yeah, probably because they weren't getting a fair cut of the money. What I was looking at today, Mr. Six Hitter was talking about snippets from the club and the training. How come FBS are on the training gear? They're sponsoring the training gear, but not sponsoring the main club. It's King Power. So they pulled out of the main sponsorship, which you thought they'd have wanted the big brand name on the front of the shirt in front of the Championship. But they're not there. So I don't understand what's gone on with the sponsorship. Reedy, have you got any idea?
Obviously, probably can't afford it anymore. That's probably the reason why. It's obviously cheaper for the training kit, isn't it? Because no one's going to see it other than when they train.
Either that or Top wanted, obviously, King Power on the shirts again.
Maybe it was a boost for the fans, I guess. I know it's not the biggest, wow factor, but it's what we all wanted back on the kit, isn't it? So
exactly. I do remember when we had the maroon kit, and that's a Thailand smiles of you. I like that, but it was back in the day. Yeah.
It's some people are getting confused. Jeff, it's 7 subs, and it's not. It's 9 subs because the rules just changed, but you're only allowed to use 5. That's what it is. It's 9 subs. It's the same as the Premiership. It's 9 subs. You can name 9, so you can have an 18-man match day squad and only use 5 of them.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering how many in a Championship squad. That was all. King Power does look better on the shirts, doesn't it? Although it's probably because we've been looking at it for ages, and we've won a lot of stuff with King Power on this shirt.
I'd love to have Walker's back.
Yeah, I'd love to have Walker's back. It would be nice, wouldn't it?
That was my favourite shirt. In fact, it was my first shirt.
There is other Chris Lands available. But yeah, I mean, there's not been a lot. I mean, Reedy, what do you want to happen this week? I mean, what do you think is going to happen this week? It's got to be.
I do think some.
It's not better weather. I'm sweating like a pig here at the minute. I am. I don't need better weather.
I do think we'll get one more player in. I do agree. It just depends too, because again, people are saying we need a new keeper because Iverson's not good enough for how we want to play. I probably disagree because I think he's perfect for the Championship, other than the fact that he can't play with his feet. But it all depends who he wants, because like I say, we didn't get the Trafford guy. He obviously just won in the under-21s Euros, or whatever it was.
Yeah, what a save. Last kick of the game. What a save.
2 saves. And,
oh, yeah, double save, yeah.
And obviously the Stefan guy from Man City. I probably could see him coming, obviously, with the links there, but it all depends if Pep wants to let him go, because he is their number 2.
You know what? I just want to call out on Twitter here, man. All these idiots just putting stupid breaking news and all that stuff. It's such crap. People actually buy into it. You know, like there's Nacho going at Forest and people going everywhere. Just wait until it's on.
Until the main men say it. In Fabrizio Romano.
Until John Percy says it, I don't believe it.
Fabrizio Romano, what a man.
No, John Percy.
End of the day, until you see it from them two, their most reliable sources. As soon as he says, here we go, that means it's happening, right? And then obviously, you know, John Percy. Yeah, thank you, Ian. I appreciate that. I don't get that when in well said, but it's true. Everyone's all jumping up bandwagon. Oh, he's good at Forest. It doesn't. End of the day, we're all marks. We're all idiots. We'll believe in it until it's on Leicester City website saying agreed a fee for someone to go somewhere, or what someone's coming to Leicester. It's just crap. Exactly. Do you know what? I agree with Gray. There's so many clickbaits. People say, "Oh, breaking news," and you click it, and it's like a picture of something else. So
I'm glad you stopped there, Ross.
Yeah, like I said, we're just idiots.
Probably a picture of your salad.
Pardon?
Probably a picture of your salad when they click on it.
That was a while back.
Just a question: what Northampton wear like a
maroon? They like wear
maroon colour, innit? So yeah, we would wear blue, wouldn't we? We wouldn't like be showing off the new away kit, would we?
No, I think contract states. I read this. So do you know when you play away, you've got to wear your away kit quite a lot of times, even if the other team is, you know, there's no colour match. You know what's
clash?
Colour clash. We still have to wear away kit. So someone could wear black, we would still have to wear our away kit. All right.
I'm saying so. Maybe like say, I think Nick said there that we could be seeing the new away kit. So you never know. We might see it before Saturday.
That's true. Well, I'm going to shoot because I start working too. So
you start working too? You've got 3 hours then?
No, I said 2 minutes.
Right, pal. Speak to you later, mate. Be good.
Lads and lasses.
In a bit.
There was Ross, our roving reporter. Reedy, I think we've covered. There's not, like I say, there's not been a lot to talk about really, has the pal this week? It's been a bit.
Well, we had everything last week, didn't we, mate? We had it all in one go last week, and now we've got nothing. So
yeah, it seemed to all come in one foul swoop, didn't it? So, Reedy, it's been a privilege, and I'll see you again through the week. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window, pal.
The keyhole. See you in a bit.
No, through the window, mate. If you know what I know. Right then, lads and lasses, been much appreciated. Once again, thank you for getting up early doors again, Sunday morning, 9:30, every morning. I was going to say with all the breaking news, but there hasn't been an awful lot of breaking news, to be honest. So it's ciao, adios, goodbye, arrivederci. Come on, you foxes.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newby Co estate agents. Make sure to follow us on all of our social channels at Leicester Fan TV. Visit our website, leicesterfantv.com.